Let's make some plant-based chickpea potato curry. Welcome back to the Whole Food Plant-Based Cooking Show, where we make plant-based cooking easy. I'm Jill, and today we're going to make this delicious chickpea potato curry. And this was the #1 winner vote from our supporting members for their vote this month. So we're going to jump right in. I've already got my onions diced here. This is 1 large onion that we're going to get sauteing first. And I'm not going to put any oil in my pan. Just like I always say, you don't need to do it with oil. If it does start sticking just a little bit, you can use a little bit of our vegetable broth just to help it move around. We're going to get these sauteing, and then I'll show you how to do the rest. Okay, so now we're going to add all of our spices. So I've got 1 teaspoon of garam masala, a teaspoon of cumin, a ½ teaspoon of cinnamon, a teaspoon of smoked paprika, 1 tablespoon of grated ginger. This I used a microplaner for that, just to get it really, really fine. But you could just dice it up as small as you can with your knife. And then 3 cloves of minced garlic. We're just going to cook those together for just a couple minutes, just to kind of cook out some of the raw, and then we'll add our other ingredients. While we're waiting for that, I'd like to share some background on our show. The Whole Food Plant-Based Cooking Show is crowd-funded, which means these free weekly recipe videos, along with our entire catalog of free printable recipes on our website, plantbasedcookingshow.com, and our Plant-Based Cooking Made Easy cookbook series, are all made possible in part by the generous patronage of our supporting membership community. So if you love our recipes, I invite you to join us on our mission to make plant-based cooking easy, and follow the link in the description to become a supporting member today. There's no denying the plant-based diet is a nutrient powerhouse, but did you know there are a handful of hard-to-get nutrients even well-crafted diets are often lacking? The latest research suggests that complementing your diet with a few specific vitamins, minerals, and omega-3s will help boost your energy and keep you thriving for the long term. That's why my daily health routine includes Complement Essential. Complement Essential contains the 8 critical nutrients lacking from most plant-based diets in dosages optimized specifically for us. As a special discount for our viewers, just use code PLANTBASEDEASY at checkout to save 15% off of your order. Okay, so now on to our other ingredients. I've got 1 14-ounce can of chickpeas, drained and rinsed. Got 3 ounces of tomato paste. You could also use a can of diced tomatoes if you wanted, but I find that the tomato paste is just a little bit less acidic and it gives a little bit more of a rich flavor. So I like to use that a little bit better. Then we have a tablespoon of miso paste and a tablespoon of date paste. And instead of the miso paste, if you don't have any, this is a dark miso paste, you could use a low sodium tamari or soy sauce. That works just the same. And we've got 3 medium-sized potatoes. These are russet potatoes, just cubed into bite-sized pieces. Then we've got 3 cups of low sodium vegetable broth. And then I always put a decent amount of cracked pepper in there, so that's going to give it some spice. And you could also add some chili powder or chili pepper in there if you like a bit of heat. I like the heat from my pepper. And in the end, I'll probably add just a little bit of chili powder. I like to add it at the end so I can really dial in the level of heat, because all chili powders are not created equal. Some are fiery hot and some are mild. So that's a good way that you can really make sure that you don't overheat your curry. All right, so we're going to stir this up a little bit, and then we're going to put a lid on this, and we're going to cook it on medium-high for about 15 minutes. That's really going to get those potatoes nice and soft. And then after the 15 minutes, we'll take the lid off and cook the sauce down until it's nice and thick and creamy. Okay, we are almost done, but before we finish, be sure to give this video a like, because it really helps the show get out there to more people. If you want to come in and take a closer look, this sauce is looking nice and thick, so I think we are done. And it smells amazing. So I'm going to let this cool a little bit. I'm going to get a plate with some rice, and then I'll meet you at the table for a taste. All right, guys, let's go in for a taste. We got some rice here. Oh, it smells just so delicious. That is just the perfect thing on these cold winter nights. You're gonna love it. Come on back next week for another great recipe.